We saw Angel Reese play. We saw Hull play. We saw Enrique. We saw Aaliyah Boston. We saw Chelsea Gray.
Rivalries, redemption, and legacy in women's basketball in one of the most electrifying games of the year, Aaliyah Boston, Angel Reese, Lexie Hull, and other basketball stars faced off in a heated 3v3 matchup. But this wasn't just a game. It was a battle for dominance, a clash of legacies, and a spectacle of grit, heart, and drama that left fans buzzing. From the opening tip-off, you could feel the tension. Boston, representing Vinyl Basketball Club, went head-to-head with Reese, the standout star for Rose. This long-anticipated showdown brought together two players whose careers have been steeped in comparisons, rivalries, and undeniable talent, the stakes, bragging rights, and the chance to redefine narratives. With no Caitlin Clark on the court, it was Boston's moment to step up, not just for her team, but to show the world the levels of greatness she represents. Aaliyah Boston and Angel Reese have contrasting playing styles that make their matchups captivating. Boston is a powerhouse, relentless on the boards, dominant in the paint, and a defensive anchor. Reese counters with her fluid mid-range game, aggressive drives, and undeniable energy. Boston wasted no time making her presence felt. From the very first possession, she crashed the boards with intensity, boxed out defenders, and turned rebounds into quick scoring opportunities. Her defense was a masterclass, shadowing Reese relentlessly and forcing tough shots. The highlight of the game came in the second half, when Boston, in a heated moment, placed her hand on Reese's face during a defensive stand. Social media erupted. Was it a show of dominance, a psychological tactic, or simply a heat-of-the-moment decision? Whatever the interpretation, it became the defining image of the game. A bold statement from a player determined to win. Angel Reese wasn't one to back down. She fought hard, showcasing her signature mid-range jumper and using her quickness to create opportunities. Despite Boston's smothering defense, Reese managed to keep her team in the game with clutch plays and fearless drives to the rim. As the game went on, it became clear that Reese's scoring wasn't enough to overcome Boston's all-around performance. However, her resilience and determination were on full display, proving why she's one of the league's brightest stars. The 3v3 format allowed for unique team dynamics, with players from different WNBA teams coming together. Hull, known for her sharp shooting and high basketball IQ, played a crucial role for her team. She hit a massive three-pointer when her team was on the verge of falling behind by double digits. Her defensive stop on Jordan Canada and a key assist to Ryan Howard showcased her ability to impact the game in multiple ways. Ryan Howard was unstoppable, dropping 27 points by the third quarter. Her ability to score from all areas of the court kept her team competitive, even as Boston's dominance tilted the momentum. What truly set Boston apart wasn't just her stats, it was her leadership. She embodied the competitive fire that Caitlin Clark is known for, stepping up in key moments and inspiring her teammates to follow suit. The narrative wasn't just about Boston and Reese. It also intertwined with Caitlin Clark, who was absent from the game but very much present in spirit. Boston's performance felt like a tribute to Clark's competitive legacy. The respect between the two stars is well documented, and Boston's relentless pursuit of excellence mirrored the qualities that make Clark a fan favorite. It was as if Boston was carrying Clark's torch, reminding everyone of the high standards they both represent. Social media lit up with debates about the game's most memorable moments. Was Boston's hand-to-face gesture a display of sportsmanship or provocation? Did Reese's valiant effort prove she belongs in the same conversation as Boston and Clark? This game wasn't just about individual players. It was a showcase of the incredible depth and talent in women's basketball. Women's basketball is seeing exponential growth. Regular season viewership is up 180% since 2023. Caitlin Clark's record-breaking performances, such as her 19-assist game, have captivated audiences, while players like Boston, Reese, and Hull continue to push the game to new heights. The camaraderie and competition on display were a testament to the sport's evolving culture. Watching players like Boston and Hull, teammates in the WNBA, face off in this environment added layers of intrigue and excitement. What's next? With Boston's Vinyl Basketball Club defeating Reese's Rose team 79-73, the stage is set for future showdowns. The question is, how will these stars shape the narrative moving forward Will Boston and Reese's rivalry continue to heat up? How will Caitlin Clark's return to the court impact the dynamics of these matchups? What did you think of Aaliyah Boston's performance? Was her hand-to-face gesture a power move or a step too far? How do you see the future of women's basketball evolving with stars like Boston, Reese, and Clark leading the way? One of the most captivating aspects of the 3v3 format is how it brings players together in unconventional ways. In this matchup, we witness star players from different teams, many of whom are rivals during the regular WNBA season, joining forces or facing off in this unique competition. This dynamic allows fans to see a different side of their favorite players, highlighting their adaptability, leadership, and ability to perform outside their typical team environment. For example, Lexie Hull and Aaliyah Boston, both standout players for the Indiana Fever, found themselves on opposing sides of the court. Hull's sharp shooting and scrappy play style provided an intriguing contrast to Boston's sheer physicality and dominance in the post. What made this matchup fascinating was their familiarity. As teammates during the WNBA season, Hull and Boston have likely spent countless hours practicing together, learning each other's tendencies, strengths, and weaknesses. Seeing them face off in a competitive setting felt like a chess match, with each player using their inside knowledge to gain an edge. Despite Boston's imposing defense, Hull found ways to contribute. Her calm, calculated decision-making under pressure and ability to hit big shots demonstrated why she's such a valuable asset. Meanwhile, Boston's relentless pursuit of rebounds and defensive stops reinforced her reputation as a player who sets the tone for her team, no matter the setting. Then there was the headline matchup, Aaliyah Boston versus Angel Reese. This rivalry has been brewing for years, fueled by comparisons in college and now in the professional ranks. Reese's fiery energy and offensive creativity are the perfect foil to Boston's defensive dominance and unshakable poise. What made this game special wasn't just their individual skills, but how their competitive spirits elevated their teams. Boston and Reese pushed each other to the limit, with every possession feeling like a battle for supremacy. The tension was palpable throughout the game, reaching its peak during a now iconic moment. Boston placing her hand on Reese's face during a heated defensive stand. Fans erupted in debates about the gesture. Was it a psychological tactic, a show of dominance, or simply a spur-of-the-moment reaction? Regardless of the interpretation, it underscored the intensity of their rivalry. A rivalry that has the potential to define this generation of women's basketball. What sets 3v3 basketball apart is the faster pace, smaller rosters, and increased opportunities for individual players to shine. Unlike traditional 5v5 games, where systems and roles often dictate the flow, 3v3 places a premium on creativity, chemistry, and adaptability. Players have to step out of their comfort zones. Big players like Boston find themselves guarding quicker guards in space, while sharpshooters like Hull are tasked with creating shots off the dribble. This format forces players to rely on their instincts and basketball IQ, showcasing their versatility in a way that traditional games don't always allow. Another beautiful aspect of 3v3 basketball is the camaraderie it fosters. Despite the intensity of the competition, there's a mutual respect between players. Watching opponents like Hull and Boston share a post-game laugh, or seeing Reese and Boston exchange knowing glances during pivotal moments, reminds us that while rivalries fuel the sport, there's a shared love for the game that unites everyone on the court. For fans, these dynamics make every game must-watch. Whether it's seeing teammates face off, new rivalries ignite, or unexpected alliances form, the 3v3 format offers a level of unpredictability that keeps audiences engaged. It's a reminder that basketball isn't just about the final score. It's about the stories, relationships, and rivalries that unfold along the way. The 3v3 showdown wasn't just a game, it was a statement. A clash of titans like Aaliyah Boston and Angel Reese, a battle of teammates turned rivals like Lexie Hull and Boston, and the undeniable influence of absent stars like Caitlin Clark proved one thing. Women's basketball is more electrifying and deeply layered than ever before. This isn't just about points scored or games won. It's about narratives that define careers, rivalries that push the sport forward, and the camaraderie that reminds us why we love this game. These athletes are rewriting the script, showing us the raw grit, unshakable passion, and unparalleled skill that elevate basketball beyond the court. As the WNBA continues to grow, fueled by players like Boston, Reese, and Clark, The future of the sport has never looked brighter. With every block, every clutch shot, and every moment of heated competition, they're not just playing. They're creating history. What's next for these incredible players? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure. The rivalries, alliances, and unforgettable moments we've witnessed are only the beginning. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth breakdowns, highlights, and analysis from the world of basketball. Let us know in the comments. Who do you think came out on top in this matchup? And what are you most excited to see in the future? This is the DX Hoop, signing off. See you in the next video.